Hi, this video is to show you how I cook a melon parsley pasta in this very local Malaysian kitchen. So with limited utensils, and let's start cooking then. Right, first let's get the melon. Okay, we're going to cut it 1/5, so this is half, a quarter, and a little bit upper here would be 1/5. So we'll cut it from here. Alright, okay, so right now we'll leave this later. So now we're going to use the butter knife, and we're going to cut it like 45° into it. So okay, you can see. Yeah, I guess we use the bowl to pot would be easier. Yep. Alright, there we go. Okay. So we're going to take off the seed first. And the top, we'll take off the seed as well. Alright, so we have a container to actually keep the melon. Okay, this one will be right. So we're going to use a spoon to actually scoop all this remaining out. Okay, so now after taking out all the flesh here, so we have this melon container nicely done. Okay, and now we're going to scoop out the flesh from the cover as well. Okay. Right, okay. So what we're going to use is actually this, which we cut just now, so we can have a nicely shaped sort of cubes after we cut. So all these scoop out flesh, the remain one, we'll keep it, you know, you can use it for dessert later or fruits after meal then. Right. So right now we're going to cut this into cubes so we can add into the pasta later. So right here, cut it into half. Okay. Okay, so this is the cube that we've just done, and also the melon container, we're going to put it into the fridge, and the cube as well. So I'm going to put it into the freezer, so while we are cutting other stuff and preparing, it gets cold faster. Right, we're going to cut the vegetarian ham. This is what we can get from the supermarket or any vegetarian store in Malaysia. So we're going to cut it into a few portions, so you can actually keep it separately in the fridge, and you can just defrost the part that you want to cook each time. Okay, so right now we have this piece here, so this portion is actually enough for us to cook the pasta today. So I'm going to cut it into cube as well. Next, we're going to cut the sweet pepper, or you can use red and yellow capsicum as a replacement. So we're going to cut it into cubes as well. Okay, we're going to stop here because I guess this amount would be enough for the pasta. We're going to chop the fresh parsley. So this is Italian parsley that I've bought. So just pick a few stems, like 2 or 3 stems, then we can try to cut it. You can actually either use this very heavy knife to chop it, or I can show you if you can use the scissors to do that as well, if you don't have such a heavy knife, or yeah. Okay, so we're going to cut it into a finely okay, or if you want to use the scissors, you can actually just fold it up and just cut it softly. When there's a stem, you can actually cut it in a smaller distance, so you get a more finely chopped leaves and stems. Okay, so if you're using scissors and after you cut it, it doesn't look like the chopped leaves yet, you can actually put it horizontally. Just make sure you don't cut your hand, and cut it this way. Okay, so in order to save time, scissors is actually using a bit more time, so I'm going to use this heavy knife to actually chop the parsley leaves. Okay, and now we're going to cook pasta. So before the water boils, we can add in 2 tablespoons of olive oil first. Okay, and a bit of salt, 1 teaspoon. We'll just have to let the salt melt into the water by just stirring it. Alright, so let's cover it up to wait for the water to boil then. Okay, so now we're going to put the pasta into the boiling water. So we'll just measure with this, local bowl, rice bowl, 2.5 bowls. 1. I guess 2 bowls will be enough then. Yep, 2 bowls will be enough. I think this is enough. Yep. So we'll make it 1.5 bowls then in this case. Right, we'll cook for about 8 minutes according to the instructions. So in between you can stir the pasta so that it doesn't stick at the bottom, and then we'll let it cook until fully 8 minutes then. Okay, so now we're going to take out the pasta and put into a bowl of cold water. Yeah, turn off the fire first. Okay, so we're going to drain the water back into the wok. The reason why I do this is because you wouldn't want to drain kind of too hot water into the drainage, so it might kill some small insects in it. Okay, So now we can wash the wok and not worry about the water temperature, which is too hot then. Right, we're going to stir fry the vegetarian ham before we actually toss all ingredients together. So let's fry that first. And with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Right, when it's hot enough, you can put in the vegetarian ham. If it's too hot, you can switch into lower heat. After we switch off the heat, so right now, while the wok is actually still hot, so we're going to add in some ingredients so you don't get to have a sort of too raw paste. So I'm going to add in the canned pineapple. So sort of a half cup, without the syrup, of course. Yeah, you can choose the tidbit pineapple rather than the cube pineapple, so you have a softer fruit, softer chewy taste. Okay, about half cup portion. Right. Then we'll stir it. Then we'll add in the capsicum as well. Stir it. Right. And then the pasta. So it's kind of tossed right now with the wok still sort of a bit heaty, a bit warm. Okay. Now you can smell a bit of the fruits smell, the aroma. Okay, and then we are going to add in the vegetarian mayonnaise, eggless mayonnaise. 3 tablespoons. This is 1.5. Get 1. More. There we go. A bit of salt. Half a teaspoon or 1 teaspoon according to your taste. Black pepper. Okay. And also parsley. And 1 teaspoon of fruit vinegar. I mean, you can choose any types of fruits vinegar. The one that I choose is actually Hawthorn, which Cantonese you call it fan zha chou. Alright, then let's toss the salad in the wok. Okay, not to forget that we have the melon still in the fridge. Okay, let me just get it. Now we have the melon here, so we're going to add it in. Okay, and toss it together. Right, so we're ready to put it into the melon then. Now we're going to put the pasta into the melon. So, yep, this is how it looks like. Right, this is nicely done, and we're going to cover it up and put it into the fridge to make it a bit cold. So we'll have a pasta salad ready within sort of 30 minutes or until it gets cold then. Alright, there we are.